When it comes down to it, a parent's job is to protect their children. Why do I bring this up? Well, some jackass stepmother decided, or accusedly decided to lock up her stepson in a cage until the guy was 32 years old. So let me catch you up to speed here. So, a while ago, I think it was like a couple months ago, that the stepmother, locked up her son, causing him to, at like the age of like what, 10, 11. But this guy was literally in a cage for almost 20 years. And now the trial for the stepmother is on the way. And we don't know anything about the father, but we could only guess that he may or may not have been involved with this. But who knows? Oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm doing this. This while I'm trying to grind my team on Pokemon on Dreams, so. Oh, yeah. So this stepmother. Alright.
Being called an evil stepmother, accused of locking up her stepson in a crawl space for 20 years. Today, she was swarmed by news cameras as she arrived to court. But what came as a huge surprise was this: the biological mother of the man who was allegedly held captive.
So this woman. And comes into court, or with like people actually going for, or the a woman, and now the biological mother is actually coming in support of her son.
Showing up, speaking on camera for the first time, saying she loves the son she gave up for adoption as a baby. Les Trent was at the courthouse.
Chaos as the woman being called. And
my question is, how is the lady able to adopt? That's my question. If she was willing to lock this guy up for 20 years, was there no background check, is my question.
Evil stepmom arrives at court surrounded by reporters.
Why was your stepson 68 pounds when he was found?
I don't know. Maybe because it was in that cage for 20 years.
Prosecutors say Kimberly Sullivan's emaciated stepson was a prisoner in her house in Connecticut for 20 years. Now we're seeing his biological.
68 pounds when he was found.
Prosecutors say Kimberly Sullivan's emaciated stepson was a prisoner in her house in.
And that's the house right there. I think one of those two windows were like where people saw the flames, and I think that's how things are.
Connecticut for 20 years. Now we're seeing his biological mother, who gave up custody when he was 6 months old. She came face to face with the stepmom in court.
What was it like seeing her in court today?
Disgusted. It's just disgusting that she's allowed to be on the streets right now.
Tracy
Exactly.
Valorant says she searched for years for her long-lost son, who is now 32. She says she learned
Yeah. So, yeah, the biological mother was looking for him for years and comes in. Like, remember, this lady only learned where he was right around the same time as everyone else.
his fate like the rest of America when he set a fire in the tiny room in the house where he claims he was a prisoner, all in a desperate bid for freedom.
I was heartbroken, angry. There's just so many emotions. You don't think this happening to anybody, let alone your own child.
Yeah. That is something I want to wish on my own worst enemy. Which I have a male enemies on this platform.
Have you been able to talk to him?
No, not yet.
What would you say if you saw him?
I love him. I love him.
She says she's hoping to forge a relationship with her son when he recovers.
If he wants a relationship with me, I am right here.
Meanwhile, the firefighters who rescued the emaciated
And she's willing to have a relationship with the child. Well, like, I don't know the context behind why this guy was given for adoption, but I can only assume their situation wasn't good, or something. I don't know.
man and carried him to safety after he set fire to the house are speaking out.
He was crawled up in a little ball, and I scooped him up, and then I took him out, and then put him in the ambulance, and then continued doing my job.
They believed they had rescued a child. You've since found out this is a 32-year-old man. What was your reaction?
It's just heartbreaking.
You know, one way or another, he was going to get out of that room, and luckily it was a positive outcome.
The step.
Yeah. So, yeah, the firefighters that saved him literally was like thinking they saved a child. That should give you an idea how bad the situation was. That right there is an example of how bad the situation was.
Mother is back in court on Friday for her arraignment, where she's expected to plead not guilty. Her lawyer claims her stepson could have left the house anytime he wanted.
So yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to talk about this today, because as it still just baffles me that the people like that exist. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about Aya.